Ah, la la. Life, right? Life is something else. Anyways, hey, before we do anything else, guys, please don't forget. I would like you to please drop me a like, drop me a nice comment, not just for me, because yeah, there's other people that read these comments. Okay, like I told you, this is the time we need to encourage people. This is the time you need to be positive for people. I don't know about you, but if I make somebody's day, make somebody happy in a day, I think I have accomplished something. Okay, so for those of you who have those words of encouragement, drop them in the comment for everybody to see. Okay, and you guys already know I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. So please, if you don't mind, if you're not a subscriber, please drop me a subscribe. Okay, and also don't forget to share so that all the millionaire minded attitude people like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos, and then the family can grow. Anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Kaspa Maxi mug. Yeah, everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Kaspa. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we're going to look at market performance for the past 24 hours, which again, I know people still jumping bridges, right? But it is what it is. Right after that, we'll check out prices and details. Well, it doesn't matter, but hey, I do that every day anyways. And right after that, we will check if it is the time for us to open those legendary long trades, or maybe we should still continue doing the same thing, which is scalping the market, right? But everybody will be sitting there talking about the money. But my question to you is, are we buying Lambos yet? Anyways, guys, that's the funniest thing ever. Okay, let me set this down. By the way, okay, before we even do anything else, like I tell you guys, your conviction, is it based on what anybody else is doing, or is it based on you? I mean, you believing in something. Okay, I don't know. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, sorry about that. What I'm saying is because most people are looking at the market right now. Yeah, market is going down. People are busy crying. Some people are jumping bridges. Some people are seeing what is not even there. I mean, the question is again, what are you doing about it? I've been buying on spot since the market was going down. As a matter of fact, that's what I just did a moment ago before I even started the video. Like I always say, right? Take a look. First, my beautiful Maxi mug. But look at that. What's the date? February, right? February 12th, which is today. I added another 33,000 Kaspas to my portfolio, right? As you guys can see right there. So the question now is not just why am I doing it, or what am I doing? The question is, how strong is my conviction? Okay, I don't know about you. Like I said, I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm asking myself, how strong is my conviction? That's where the question goes. Now, to answer that, you have to step outside and watch. Watch and ask yourself a bunch of questions. What do you want? I think on this channel we ask ourselves that question. But before you answer that, look at the entire crypto market from outside. Look at it, okay? We are talking about first, we are switching financial system from the way we know it to blockchain, right? And when a blockchain is used for, let's say, DeFi, TriFi, real world assets, and all that stuff, that blockchain needs to, one, be sustainable, two, secure. Not, we don't want situation like a dying one, in where things happen, everybody and their grandmama's trying to use the chain, the price goes up. Those of you who's been around in the bull run or any kind of run, maybe even the bear market, you've seen it. Market is dropping, you want to sell, you want to do this, but Ethereum is so congested that by the time you sell, you are like 10, 15, 20% down your original price you was trying to sell. We've seen that. So Ethereum is not good for real world asset because it gets congested, bottleneck. It's not good because guess what? The prices spike as the chain goes higher, right? As the as the transaction go high. 3 is not secure because it's proof of stake. You already know what happens to those kind of things, right? There's no need for me to come out here and explain it again. And again, most people are looking at it like, okay, what about the quantum computing? Which people are in denial, thinking like, oh, we are not there yet. When the quantum computing is not a problem that you have to throw for 2030, it's something that you should see as soon as 2027, maybe, right? So you have to solve that. So therefore, the dying one is not quantum resistant. It's not. You go on to the next one, which is Crashilandia. Crashilandia cannot handle the pressure. Okay, everybody and their grandmama that tells you, oh yeah, Solana here, Solana that. We are going to the stage in which, like Vitalixius from the dying one, he said that himself, right? If we don't move from these speculating assets, meme coins, the crypto space will not survive. Therefore, we are going into real world assets. We are going, like I told you, your money is on utility coins. Okay, that even Vitalicious is saying it. Utility coins. If it is not have a utility, it will not be used for nothing. Okay. Now you ship into real world assets, the same potato with the dying one. Crashilandia cannot handle it. We are not even talking about the Hakilandia himself. Who knows what they're going to have next? We've had the big roaches, we've had the big rats chewing their cables and stuff like that. We've had it all. Now, when you stand there and you look at it, you begin to realize one thing. The world does not know. Okay, maybe they do, or the question, I can say it this way. The world does not assimilate yet what Kaspa is bringing on the table. Okay, that's what the world is not assimilating. You and I who've been following this project, and that's why I am so crazy buying it. It doesn't matter where it goes on what it is doing. I am crazily accumulating Kaspa like it was going out of style. Because again, it's not, excuse me, it is not something that you want to look at and miss it. When it starts to happen, a lot of people will say, oh, had I known. It's not like had you known. Okay? A lot of guys are out there right now. They notice Kaspa. Like, for example, look at the entire crypto market right now. Prices are falling left and right. Kaspa is actually holding. Okay? It's actually holding the spot. For me, like I said, I think it is inevitable that Kaspa goes back down to probably 2 cents or 1.5 cents or something like that. But I don't want to take that chance because we do have things that are developing, things that are coming up that you cannot ignore. And these kind of things usually push Kaspa to the upside. Remember the first run we had in the bear market, okay? Because like they usually say, yeah, maybe it's just the data, maybe it's just this, it's not going to repeat itself. Yeah, you might be right, it might not repeat. But do I want to take that chance? No. That's why when we sit here and we talk about it, a lot of you, this is how I usually start showing you. And at the end of the day, trust me, by next year, this time, people will sit there and say, oh yeah, you didn't. Just like last year, I said July, August, right? Most people didn't pay attention to it. Now, it's the funniest thing. Because last year, I made a lot of profit when I closed my Bitcoin loans in July. I think it was August, thereabout, when I closed it. But anyways, now, let's go back again. This time, you are not going to say, I am not showing you, okay? Look at my charts. See? This is my chart. Yeah, it's always dirty. It's always a bunch of line on it and blah, blah, blah. It's always there. I do know. One, look at Kaspa. Kaspa is in a falling wedge. Huge falling wedge. Right now, we are testing the bottom. Okay, like you can see right there. We are looking at the bottom right there. Okay, now, once we break out of this huge falling wedge, we, my friend, are going to have us going to 20 cents. Now, A lot of you will say, why do I have these lines? See, I'm gonna bring you the first line. You see where it says February 18th, right? You see that February 18th? That's next week. There is a possibility that Kaspa is gonna bounce on that resistance, on that support, start to move to the upside. If that doesn't happen on that day, we'll be looking at the next day, which is gonna be, excuse me, sorry, it's gonna be on March 30th, okay? March 30th, because the FOMC meeting is coming in and stuff like that. So you have to watch those dates. February 18th, March 30th. If you don't see, let me zoom it in. Oh, come on. See? February 18th, March 30th, and the biggest one of them is going to be right there, May the 4th. Those are the dates you're looking at. Actually, like I told you guys, for me, if crypto doesn't start, if Kaspa doesn't start running right there, my next main date is going to be on this one. See the blue line right there? The blue line, it says November 23rd, 2026. That will be my next day to start opening my longs. I know, yeah, we might be deep in the bear market by then or whatever that is happening, but that don't matter to me. That's when I looked at, and I think it's going to be a very good entry for me if those previous 3 days fail. But now, going back to what we're talking about, everybody else and their grandmama does not realize the implication of May 5th. They don't realize that. You see, when they talk about, oh, we don't see Kaspa going above 20 cents. This that kind of ideology gets me laughing the entire times. Because again, you remember Bitcoin. When you look at Bitcoin from let's say 10 cents to $5, Bitcoin, nobody believed it. There were so many sell orders, because you can go back and look at it. There were many sell orders at $1, at $3, and at $5. You can go look. And every time it happened, it's like it hit $1, people sold, came back all the way to, I think, 30 cents or something like that. When it came all the way down, then it rallied again. By the time it hit $5, it dropped all the way back down again, I think to $1 or something like that. And it rallied from there to $150. Now, the question that most people don't ask themselves, like, why do they keep missing all that opportunity? I didn't get in. I didn't know much about Bitcoin by then. It's the same thing when we look at right now with Kaspa. Kaspa rallied. I do remember the first time we got to 5 cents. People say 5 cents, yeah, that will be the end of it because of miners, because of blah, blah, blah. So we drop all the way back down to 1 cent. I do remember that. It ran from there all the way again to 13 cents. Dropped all the way back down to 6 or 7 cents. Ran all the way back up to 20 cents. And dropped all the way back down to 1 cent and bounced from there. So the story you guys already know. But everybody is looking at price action. People are not looking at what the fundamentals are, what Kaspa is really bringing to the world. Like we discussed at the beginning, Ethereum has a lot of issues, and we are talking about real world asset happening right now. Do you see when they try to put tokenized assets on Ethereum, what happened? They've already started experiencing it. As a matter of fact, you got Ethereum pushing out these updates and another update and another one. And mind you, not even 1% of the world is using crypto right now. Not even 1%. And you're having these issues. Imagine when 10, 20, 30% of the people on earth start using crypto for whatever reason. Banking, housing, you name it, gaming or whatever. And you all think the struggles that the dying one is having right now is going to be solved. I don't even want to go to Crashlandia because we already know the drill on that one. So when Kaspa rolls out the next update on May 5th, which is the covenant, okay, and that, my friends, implying that VPROCs are almost there. I think the update is going to include that, which we can start having tokenized asset on Kaspa. We can start having stable coins. We can start having gaming. Everything you can build on the dying one can be built on Kaspa. And I was the first one here, and I'm still gonna say it. I don't think anybody else is thinking that way, but I think it's gonna be a mass migration. You ever watch the National Geographic program, the Serengeti, when the animals do their migration, following the rain? That thing will look like that. It will look like that. A lot of projects are going to migrate from wherever they are, the dying one, Crashilandia, wherever they are, to Kaspa, because the risk is there that if they don't migrate, somebody can build that thing on Kaspa and steal that liquidity from them. And another biggest thing that, again, most people are not paying attention to is that the updates that the dying one is pushing out, nobody is addressing what will happen to the 1001 layer 2s that are taking that market share from Ethereum. Because Ethereum market cap, okay, basically is nothing. It's nothing. Now, if Ethereum goes up, goes again, if Ethereum push that updates, it's basically going to block all those layer 2s with all those big market caps. Kaspa is already telling people, hey, we are not changing you. We are just better than all of them. Come in there, and then the volume on Kaspa, you have to pay your fees to Kaspa, not to Ethereum. Because again, if you compare Ethereum and Kaspa, the fees on Ethereum are way higher than the fees on Kaspa. Everybody knows that. And VPROCs are more sustainable. Let's say I have a DeFi project. People trying to use it, and Ethereum keep hiking up the fees or crashing like Solana. And the same project is on Kaspa, running smoothly, doing exactly what it's supposed to do. What do you think people are going to do? Because nowadays, in case you did not realize, everything is based on speed, security. See that? You can be fast, but if you're not secure, how do I care? Okay? Like we're saying, we're going to the use in which banks and everybody else is going to be using stable coins. I've given you that example here so many times. Would you rather go to Walmart trying to pay for your groceries and then wait for 10 minutes if you're using Bitcoin, or wait for 4 minutes if you're using the dying one, okay? Or you swipe your card and they tell you, the network is down, even though you know you have the money? Or would you rather just go swipe it and instant payment and you're out of there? That is the difference between using Kaspa and using the rest of the blockchain. And that, my friend, has to sit there. You do not, guys, you do not want to get into a project after everybody and their grandmama is already there, because that does not align with our goals. What is our goal on this channel? We are trying to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status. Therefore, you have to check your conviction. The entire market is going down. Yeah? Where is the opportunity? Because again, the Clarity Act is about to be out. And if you ask me, I will tell you again, it's not coincidence. It's not a coincidence that Kaspa, okay, first of all, released the world core with the banking. Second of all, stablecoins coming to Kaspa. Third, VPROCs, May 5th, upgrade is about to happen. It is not a coincidence. Kaspa is about to take over. And that generational wealth you are busy hunting for, looking left and right, up and down for, I don't know what to tell you. It's right there in front of you. It's right there staring at you in the face, and all you have to do is put on your big boys pants or your big girl skirts and make a decision. Because again, just like I was telling you last year that the bull run was different, it's the same thing I'm telling you this year. This bear market is going to be different, way different than you ever thought. If you don't believe it, first clue is look at how fast it crashed. See? Look at how fast it's crashed. Then look at how fast regulations are beginning to roll out. The US don't want to be the last out. China don't want to be the first. This and blah, blah, all the regulations are facing out. Now, when we get the regulation in place, the Clarity Act starts to roll, you will start understanding, again, like I said, your money is on utility coins. Kaspa, Quant, Jasmine, and cash. Because you are going to need those things. If you sit there and not try to think about it, not trying to see where the world is going, where the financial institutions are moving, you, my friend, you're not going to make it. Because like I said, 2025, 2026 is your last opportunity to have easy way to be a multi-millionaire. As a matter of fact, that's why I keep buying Kaspa. As a matter of fact, that's why I have those days I show you on the calendar. Because if it was a normal bull run, a bear market, November should have been when everybody and their grandmama start to get ready for the next one. But y'all already know me. I don't wait. I don't wait for Bitcoin halving for me to start going. No, those specific days are there. So I'm looking at February 18th. See what's going on in the what's going on in the Kaspa camp. If it doesn't do it, then I'm looking at the next one, March 30th. But one thing for sure is that I will have my positions, my long-term positions, open before May 5th. Because if you wait by then, yeah, a lot of people are going to try to get in, trying to front run the news. Okay, like we were talking today. I call Uncle T, right? Uncle T got him an iPhone. Uncle T goes, yo, Neff. I say, what's up, Uncle? He said, man, you know how to use this damn thing? I said, well, what are you talking about? He said, this iPhone or Pro, whatever you call it. I said, Uncle, I am an Android guy. I don't deal with Apple, okay? Maybe for work or whatever, but I don't deal with it. And he goes, I try to go to my next neighbor to try to ask for help. Like, hey, if he knows how to use this. I got there, I forgot that this motherfucker's right here. They asked the Crashilandia fans. I said, so what does that have to do with it? He said, man, I got in there and their Wi-Fi was off. Wi-Fi was off. The phone wasn't working. None of that was doing anything. I said, man, you understand yourself, right? They're Crashilandia fan. They say monkey see, monkey do, right? It wouldn't surprise me if their Wi-Fi is off. Crashilandia never been up for a long time, right? It'll be off. The same thing goes with their phone. And he goes, man, I don't know. And I said, okay, what did you do next? Did you just walk away? He like, nah, man, I didn't do that. I just sat right there in the recliner with my cheesecake. With my cheesecake, taking bites slowly. I say, what? He said, yeah, I took my computer, put the Kaspa price on the screen, side by side with Solana, and I was eating my cheesecake slowly. I said, Uncle T, you, my friend, you are going to get people throwing stones at you one of these days. You're like, man, I don't give a crap. I just want to show them that I was right all along. And I said, Uncle T, not yet. We about to do it. So he just there teasing the neighbors and making fun of them because they hold Solana. Not even want to talk about the raccoon, the Cardano ones. Because I said, if that Wi-Fi did not work, why didn't you go to the next door? He's like, man, do you want me to get scratches on my back? I just started laughing. Like I say, guys, it's just your conviction. Like my Uncle T. No matter what Solana is doing or the Cardano, we don't care. We just pile up on Kaspa because I know Kaspa can't jazz me. That's where my money is on. I don't know about you, but you have to understand what is happening. That this transition, like people going on blockchain, people trying to put their stuff on this and that, it's as easy as ABC. It's not going to be Ethereum. It's not going to be Solana. It's not going to be Sui. It's not, trust me. And those of them who are hyping it up, time will come when they have no choice but to look at it the way we are seeing it right now. I don't know what the sequence is, what sequence they're using on Solana or any of them, but Kaspa has that property in which other blockchains, they can use Kaspa as a sequencer, okay? Pay the fees in Kaspa and keep on working, which again, that's what Bitcoin was supposed to have been. Bitcoin was supposed to be that ultimate sequencer that Kaspa is about to be, and then you know what the rest. So if you're holding Kaspa and every other blockchain is using Kaspa as a sequencer, you are making money. And you will make that insane amount of money. And right now, yeah, 3 cents, everybody's crying about it. You don't even want to know what they will say if price ever goes down to 1 cent. A lot of people are going to jump bridges. Yeah. But for me, it's an opportunity I can't afford to miss. I told you guys, I am going to become rich with Kaspa. Short term. Long term, I will become a multi-millionaire. The question is you. How's your conviction? Do you just believe in it just because of the price? Or do you think price is something that is complementary to what's happening? You're going to miss that boat again. Like those of them missed it with Ethereum, with Bitcoin, and then now they have Kaspa, and they're going to miss that. They're going to miss it. The ultimate blockchain is called Kaspa. Everything we've ever dreamt of, we've ever dreamt of to see on things like Bitcoin is what Kaspa is about to show you. I can even ask you the same thing. Imagine Bitcoin had the speed of Kaspa. What do you think people will be saying today? I'm telling you, the real Bitcoin is Kaspa. And if you waste your time chasing meme coins and the rest of nonsense, you are going to regret it. You will. Anyways, my friend, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see. Let's see who is jumping bridges today. Let's see. Okay, let's go crypto bubbles. Well, we have a mixture. Well, it is, they're putting that little sugar in your mouth. It's not running yet, but oh well, it's up to you, right? Let's start first with King Kaspa. KAS for the past hour, 1.8% up, 0.9% down on the day, 13.1% up on the week, 34.3% down on the month, and 67.3% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $843.81 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $16.75 million. Man, look at that volume. Jesus. We look at Quant, QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. What do we have here? For the past hour, 1.4% up, 1% down on the day, 17.7% up on the week, 9.1% down on the month, and 23.9% down on the year, sitting at a market cap of $996.10 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $13.78 million. We go to the next one, which is Cubic. High risk, high rewards, right? Now, excuse me. Yeah, sorry about that. We do have 0.1% up in the last hour, 4.3% down on the day, 4.9% up on the week, 33% down on the month, and 72.9% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $64.99 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $1.6 million. Like I said, high risk, high reward. That market cap could drop to $10 million. And if it does, man, I'm going to pack my bag like it was crazy. Okay. Anyways, now we go look at again Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. Let's see what we have going on here. 0.9% up in the last hour, 0.7% up on the day, 16.3% up on the week, 32.2% down on the month, and 73.7% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $291.87 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $28.17 million. Now we go look at Jonathan's Spector, which he calls Bitcoin, and I call it the orange guy. Okay, and we have here 0.9% up in the last hour, 1.2% down on the day, 2.9% up on the week, 29.3% down on the month, and 31.6% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.33 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $48.06 billion. Okay, yeah, like I said, this is is something that a lot of people are really jumping bridges on. But if you really pay attention to things, yeah, we topped out last year, August. Usually be a couple of months later before we bottom. So for me, I think we are going to bottom soon on Bitcoin. And the prices I'm looking at, like I told you guys yesterday, $45,000, bottom from there, and then start to see. Even if we don't bottom, I think I will open my positions there, and from there we will start to go. But it usually take Bitcoin 8 to 9 months to bottom out. So if you count right, you understand we say from last year, okay, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Just like I've been telling you, right? Be May, I will start looking at probably entering my positions. But due to the way my macroeconomy is going right now, maybe a little bit before that, maybe April. That's me. That's the way I look at stuff. But anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at prices in details. Let's see. I know some people were asking me, even though the market was going down, they still want to know. Anyways, we have here Dixie going up, Bitcoin going down. That's the kind of relationship we want to see. Therefore, yeah, that's exactly how it's supposed to go. Now we go look at prices in details with King Kaspa. Here, now we want to start on the 1 hour. Normally, like I said, this is not, for me, it's not time yet. It's not time for you to get in. You want to scalp the market. Scalp the market, that's the only thing you want to do right now, okay? You can go, like I showed you guys how I do it. You can use the opportunity. But right now, as you guys can see, ribbon just turned green. Even though it wants to curve, but yeah, that does not mean it's a bullish momentum. This ribbon turning is just a choppy side action, because if Bitcoin decides to drop right now, the price is still going to be going up. For the past hour, we saw this candle trying to do this, but yeah, I don't think so. If it tried to go up for at least, I think it will get rejected right here. Like we always know, price usually get down first, go up there, get rejected by the moving average, and we continue downwards. That is a setting that I think is playing out right now. So for me, all I'm doing is scalping the market. I don't go far. Like for example, let me check out. I'm gonna use my Phemex for example. Kaspa, where's my Kaspa? Right there. Okay, this is Kaspa. If you want to, you first of all start on the 5 minutes. See, you would have been scalping right now. Like I told you guys, use the Bollinger Band. The price touches the lower Bollinger Band, you enter along and wait for it to go to the top of the Bollinger Band. Okay, so that is a simple way of looking at it. Okay, so that's a simple way of looking at it. It touches down here, you wait for it to touch the top, and then watch the MACD. Once MACD start to reverse, you close that position and wait for price to come all the way back down again. So yeah, that is something that I've been doing on my spare time, you know, try to make some extra money on the side. If you don't want to use the 5 minutes, you can do it on the 30 minutes, which again, for me, I like looking at on the bigger time frame to tell you the overall on where the trend is. You see the Bollinger Bands, they're facing downwards. So it's not a bullish momentum. It's just people trading. That's what is moving the price right now, okay? As you guys can see, point of control, down, down, down. So this is not a bullish momentum yet. If you want, again, you can look at it on the hourly. See the hourly? That's what I'm telling you. It's not a bullish momentum. As you guys can see, look at the point of control. Down, the top of the Bollinger, down. This one also down. And you can see MACD and RSI. You can look at that, and that, my friends, usually be, yeah, I think I'll wait, unless you are not scalping the market. If you are, then yes, you wait for price to get down here, try to long it until it gets either the point of control or to the top of the Bollinger Band. That's also another thing. Like I said, pay attention to the MACD and also pay attention to the RSI. Now, you can start looking on a bigger time frame to even tell you the overall trend, how it is looking. Like I said, prices still have downwards pressure. Okay, there is still a lot of downwards pressure. As you guys can see, it is still facing downwards. Look at the MACD and look at the RSI. The same thing, still has a lot of downwards pressure. If you look at it on the 7 day, which is a week, you will also see the same. See, we are still going down. The last signal that we had was a sell signal right there. That was what we had. So therefore, it looks like it's still going to go down. So no matter what higher time frame you look at it, you want to look at it on the monthly, you will see the same thing. Okay, we are still going downwards, and the biggest part of it is going to be the MACD and the RSI, which you can also look at. Again, guys, it's not something that you want to play around with, because a lot of people lose money trying to scalp market if they don't know what they're doing. So yeah, going back to this, you will also see the same thing, right? So if you try it on the 4 hourly, you will see the same thing. That is not There is not two ways about it. Look at it. Okay, I'm expecting price to come back down again to at least touch this support. Okay, like you guys can see, we have an inverse head and shoulders. See that? That that tells you, like, yeah, price are going to come back down. If for those of you who don't want to see it, you can take a trend line. Okay, let's say we take one. See there? Once we break that, you are going to have the next one, which is going to be here. Let's say from the highest point that was here and coming back down here to the support. Once we break that, see, 2.6 to 2.5 cents. So that is what it's looking like. So, but we still have some time. Let's see on the 18th. Let's see what happens. But one thing for sure, like I told you guys, you got to pay attention for the March 30th or a little bit before that, because everybody's going to try to front run the market, right? And if you look at it, you want to see also, come on, you also want to look on the daily, like we see the ribbon. There's no way we are jumping yet. Ribbon is still falling, like it's really falling down. So yeah, I'm expecting the 2.5 cents to be retested again before we start to run upwards. And that's why I have money on the side, because like maybe this time the 2.5 cents holds and then we start jumping up from there. So yeah, everything still look normal. Like I said, I have the February 18th date that I'm watching. Okay, if that doesn't work, then we have another days that we're watching. But anyways, regardless of what happens, you can see I have 18 and I do have the March 20, I mean sorry, March 30th that I'm also watching. Okay, it's that simple. That's up to you if you want to play along with that, or maybe you don't want to. That's up to you. Anyways, anything under 10 cents is still nothing but price noise. People are day trading, people are swing trading, whatever they are doing, that's what it is still. Above that, we do have 15 cents. Once we pass that, we are going to be looking at 19 cents and then all-time high, and before you know it, we're into price discovery. And that's what I'm telling you, pay attention to the market, because again, despite what everybody and their grandmama is saying, this bear market is not the same. Everybody's still looking at it again the wrong way. Just like I told you last year, the bull run wasn't going to last long, remember? And I said Bitcoin was going to top out July, August, and nobody paid attention to it. Now I'm telling you the same thing. This bear run is not going to last as long as people think, because macroeconomy, okay, is fixing itself. Therefore, we are going to go back into the normal groove. Therefore, you want to get in there before everybody and their grandmama starts to notice what's happening. Okay, yeah, my Kaspa trades, I already told you what dates I'm looking at. For Bitcoin, I think I'll be looking at March, May. I mean, between April and May, maybe March. Let's see how the macroeconomy reacts. But again, everybody who is waiting for the end of the year, they are going to miss it, because it is becoming increasingly difficult to time the market if you don't know what you're doing. TA doesn't work as easy as you think anymore. We are getting to that point, like, okay, people are looking at exactly if it's a utility coin or is it just some bullshit coin. Therefore, you have to be careful. I already told you guys, for this bull run, okay, that we are starting, which are going to start in a couple of weeks. For me, I know people still wait for months. I'm just choosing the same coins again. King Kaspa, Jasmine, Quant are going to be my portfolio, and I'm going to long Bitcoin too. So yeah, those are things I'm looking at. I'm debating whether I want to add the dying one, Ethereum, because with the Kaspa's VPROX coming over, I think it's game over for the rest of those layer ones, except for Bitcoin. That's well, those are the coins that I chose. Okay, now let's go to the next one. It's going to be Quant. Excuse me. Let's go to Quanti right quick. Okay, for Quant, as you guys can see, Quant is trying the same thing, but for me, you have to be patient with it, because again, Bitcoin doing its thing is going to affect Quant a lot. Right now, we broke below the moving average, try to come back again. We try to see on the 1 hour, we are trying to see, you see the ribbon trying to go up, but guys, that's a fake out. It's a fake out. It's not time yet for that to those entry position. It's not, because you look at it. Let's go here. Let me check my friend again, and I look at quant, QNT. Okay, now look at it starting from 5 minutes. What do you see? Okay, the scalping during the day is nice, it's going up. I did take my profits up not even before I started recording this video. I closed it and waited because, again, if you see let's go to the 30 minutes and you should see better. See how it is praying out, right? Look at the MACD. Again, this is for scalping. If you're scalping, look at the MACD and the RSI. What do you see? They're topping out, right? Which means this price is going to start to come down. Now, another thing you have to look at is that the price is now hugging the top of the Bollinger Band. Okay, so yeah, that's for me. It's time to close that trade before I lose it all, right? So I'll wait and then wait for it to come back down to retest the bottom of the Bollinger Band. Maybe by then the MACD and RSI would have reset, and then now I enter another scalping position. Okay, another one, if you want to look at it on the 1 hour. See, there's another one for the 1 hour lead, which I want to show you. Okay, it's trying to run, but again, look at the Bollinger Bands downwards. Is right now fighting the price control, which again has a high probability of it coming back down for this. And then you look MACD and RSI. Okay, so those are the things I'm paying attention to. If you look at it on the daily, you are going to see basically the same thing. Okay, on the daily, what do you see? The last position we have was a sell order, but price has been fighting the control point. See how it's been fighting it? Red, 3 days in a row, not able to go over there. And then you look at the volume profile, there is more red candles than green candles. That's another thing you have to look at, telling you that, yeah, the bullish momentum is not there. And last but not the least, you can go ahead and look at the MACD and RSI. So yeah, for scalping the market is a very good opportunity. But to enter your long-term positions, nope, not yet. If that doesn't convince you, you can also go look at it on the weekly, which again, as you guys can see, how far we are from the point of control. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just scalping the market. So there's no time for you to try to find those big positions. But hey, I already told you the days that I'm looking at for Bitcoin, for Kaspa, which is also going to implicate the same thing for Jasmine and for Quant. Okay, so that's what I'm doing. Now, if you go look at it again, the same thing. Look at it on the 4 hourly. What do you see? That's why I keep telling you, you do not want to do that. Look at that. See? The same thing. Ribbon still green, yeah. But if you look at the moving average, it's facing downwards, coming down, and the ribbon seems to be curving now this way. That's what it seems to do, meaning this price has a higher probability to come and test that support before doing that again. So yeah, for me, yeah, I'm scalping. It's not time for a big market position. Look at it on the daily, the same thing, right? Look at the ribbon. Look at the moving average. So yeah, that's what I am doing right now. So to be honest with you, it's not time yet. It's not time for our legendary position. So I will let you guys know when I open my Bitcoin longs for the next bull run, because my long position usually stay open for a year and a half, 2 years before I close them, and I will let you know when I'm taking profits too. So yeah, anyways, thank you very much guys for watching my videos. Okay, do not forget to give me that subscription. I'm trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Give me that thumbs up. It only takes you like what, a second, and that's it. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And I know a lot of you will say I didn't look at Jasmine and Bitcoin. There's no point. There's no point of me looking at those. So yeah, don't forget to give me that nice comment. If you don't have anything encouraging, please drop me an emoji. And if you can't even do that, and you want to cry about prices and your portfolio, I will delete the comments and I will block you from my channel. It's that simple. This is my millionaire journey. We are trying to go from zero to a multi-millionaire status, and all we need here is positive attitude. And if you don't have that, I'm sorry, but we don't have use for you. That's how it is. And also don't forget to share, so that other millionaire minded people like you and yours truly, we can see these videos and the family can grow. Until I see you in my next one, my friend, please take very good care of yourselves. Okay, bye bye.